Hello everybody, my name is Dave Dorsey and today I will be talking to you about police brutality against African Americans. From this speech, you will be able to know about racism, the Black Lives Matter organization, as well as some of the recent deaths of the unarmed black people that were killed by white police officers. Now, has anybody ever heard of the Black Lives Matter movement? Raise your hands. Nobody? Okay, so I will inform you. The Black Lives Matter movement is an organization that was made to rebuild the foundation of Black life. It was created by 3 African American women by the name of Alicia Garza, Priscilla, and Omai Tomei. These women created this organization in 2012 after the death of Trayvon Martin, who was gunned down by George Zimmerman. And George Zimmerman was dismissed from the case, which did cause a big uproar in the black community. And as we all know, there have been other deaths besides Trayvon Martin where they were unarmed, such as we have Philando Castile, Alton Sterling, Tamir Rice, who was 12, and with Tamir Rice, the 12-year-old, he was actually gunned down because it was reported that he was aiming a gun at people, which was really just a toy gun. And then we have Sandra Bland, who supposedly died in her cell. And we have Mike Brown, who died in 2014. He was gunned down by a policeman as well. Now, the Black Lives Matter movement by the 3 women is now going worldwide, and there have been many African Americans that are now joining this organization. And with that being said about that, we are going to talk about the topic racism. Now, has anybody heard of racism before? Raise your hand. Does anybody know what racism is? Okay, so basically, black people have dealt with racism for over hundreds of years, and they were once free from slavery, but racism did not die along with it. In small towns, black people are still being lynched and killed. And with that being said, with them being killed, we can refer to like towns such as Jasper, Texas, and Vidor, Texas, where if you actually go online, they'll show you where some of the black people have been killed and mysteriously hung themselves. Which, does that sound right to you? Okay, so in my personal opinion, I do believe that racism still exists. It's just in a different form. And as you guys know, today we do have iPhones and we have Androids and all of this other updated technology in which we are able to see what happens when a police officer approaches a black person. Now, it's not to say that other people don't get, brutalized by police officers, but statistics shows that 5 times the unarmed black person actually gets killed more than an armed white man, which sounds crazy, right? So, with that being said, racism still does exist to this day, and like I said, because of technology, it's more out in the open. And now we are going to talk about All Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter. Now, you may see a lot of people speaking of All Lives Matter. Have you guys heard of All Lives Matter? No? Okay, so All Lives Matter is basically just how it sounds, saying All Lives Matter. And then you have Black Lives Matter, which is just speaking towards black people. Now, it is true, all lives do matter. We are all human, we should all get the same treatment. So for the Black Lives Matter, it's kind of hard for black people to accept the All Lives Matter saying, because they feel as if they go through more than any other race, and they are being killed more than any other race. Now, if you look on the news, you can just check and see how many Black unarmed people have passed, and it's really been a handful. The news only shows just some, but if you actually look, there's dozens of people that have passed from the year 2012 up until now. And you can also see that with the white people and the Black people, when a white person commits a crime on the news, they consider that person to be mentally ill. As for when a Black person gets killed by a white person, they try to go as far back as they can and look for any type of criminal history, which is, just wrong in most cases, because that person did not deserve to die. So I sum all of that up just to say that yes, all lives do matter at the end of the day, as well as Black lives do matter.